Okay, what up, ladies and gents? It's your favorite Asian robot right here. I'm gonna play some music while we get started. Welcome to the show. Let's have some fun.
I still hear you in the traffic, see your face in passing strangers. The world is so unkind without you. I still taste you in the rain, and I am yours, and you are mine. In my mind, and I am yours, and you are mine. In my mind,
Hello, hello.
in my mind.
Doing all right? Got a bit of a cough, but we're all right.
Of the things I thought I knew, I still see you in the ashes, but I'm not there anymore. And I am yours, and you are mine. In my mind, and I am yours, and you are mine. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. I still hear you in the traffic, see your face in passing strangers. The world is so unkind without you. I still taste you in the rain, and I am yours, and you are mine. In my mind, and I am yours, and you are mine. In my mind, in my mind.
Okay, bear with me. We're still setting up. Okay, we're good. Just got a tweet left.
Did you know you were the one that saved me? I was trying to find a way out. Now I'm trying to find a way in. 'Cause you was more than a way out. 'Cause you were always waiting for me on the other side of this dark hole. But I just wanna see the light now. 'Cause you're the only light in my life now. And I just want your arms wrapped around me. I'm sorry I let them take you. You were more than just a good friend. Now I gotta find a way in. And now I don't know where I'm going. 'Cause it feels like I've been here before. And it feels like I'm losing my mind now. 'Cause you're the only light in my life now. It feels like I'm falling down. 'Cause you're the only light in my life now.
I love my music, and I love making music for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Welcome to the show today. Now I'm coughing a little bit today, and I have my sponsored stream later tonight. If you guys are interested and want to support me on Raid, all you have to do is play until level 12. So try out the game, download from my link, and get a whole bunch of free stuff. Like, honestly, you get a whole bunch of free stuff. Tonight's sponsored stream will tell you all about it, but there's a link right there if you guys want to download. Anyway, I hope you guys will have a good time with me today. Welcome to the show, and we are going to conduct a poll today about the update this week. I don't know, they've been teasing that feature, but I'm not sure if it's this week or next week. All I know is that there is one particular update this week that we all know is coming, and apparently people are actually getting back on the game. In fact, TFD for the first time had an upward trend in the player count. We actually broke past 20k players this weekend, which was hilarious. So it seems that some people use one hand for the controller, one hand for something else, you know what I'm saying? And that update is this week, so that's why the poll has that stuff. But yes, the scientific update, yeah. Yeah, that's what we call it, scientific update. A dynamic update, you know? beautifully interesting update of interestingness that is very interesting. It was interestingly interesting of interestingness. Well, Christian, at least you're still watching the streams. Yeah, sure, Dark Angel, enjoy. You're excited for the new update, huh? You know what the update is this week, right? So if you're excited for it, there are there are things I'll understand. This Thursday is gonna be hilariously interesting, that's for sure. But it is what it is, right? Well, Ultimate Luna will not be happening this week, obviously. Did you just change your profile picture in like all of 3 minutes? Upgrade weapon? Not really. What are you trying to ask about though, Iris? Because you're just supposed to follow the weapon builds. The only newbie guide that you will need is called the Ultimate FTP Survival Guide. Also, sorry, dude with that particular name, you are not allowed here with that name. Either change your name or you'll be removed from stream. Sorry, we have a clean stream policy here. Iris, have you checked the Ultimate FTP Survival Guide? Because new players don't need to know anything about weapon upgrades. Once you get to hard mode, you just follow the builds. So the only thing you need to do is follow the Ultimate FTP Survival Guide. Alright, this is the video you're looking for. Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. Once you follow that, you should be okay for all of normal mode.
Watch your feet.
Hello, High Rise. Lewis, what up? Good to see you. Good to see my regulars coming in, eh? Well, more importantly, Iris, not sure, but just in case your native language is in English, when you want to ask a question, you will need to know specifically what you are asking about. So, let me know if you have a more specific question, because I'm not quite sure what you need from me in terms of when you say, like, a newbie guide for weapons. What exactly are you seeking? I'm okay. Just managing my cough right now because you know I got that sponsored stream tonight. What did they add in the new update? You'll find out on Thursday, Daniel, if you don't already know. Did I see the demo? Nope. I do not care about the Ice Maiden demo, nor should I care. Because anything can look good on a video. I will actually test her out when she actually drops. I don't fall for any of those silly demonstration videos or things like that. Those are all useless propaganda. Remember how several characters looked really, really good in their demonstrations, High Rise Society? So let me ask you a question. Why do you watch that kind of crap? Because let me tell you all this. They demonstrated Ultimate Blair looking so awesome, and then now nobody plays him. Except for a couple of guys. So why bother? Why do you waste time? You get what I mean? Enjoy your lunch, Sir Tommy. Don't really know how to roll stats on weapons. Okay. What kind of stats? There's two kinds of stats. There's weapon cores, I can show you, and weapon readjustment rolls. Both of these systems, did you not follow the tutorials in the game, Iris? Because the tutorials are in the game. Finish all the game quests. Okay, I'll show you now. But you're supposed to follow all the game quests and finish all the tutorials. Because the tutorials teach you everything. Okay, always pay attention to tutorials. No problem, Robert. You know I'm professional. I'm here to do that. I wonder where Mystic is. Haven't seen her in a few days. Kind of missing her. Alright. But I'm glad that all the regulars are here, though. Now, if you take a look at this, alright, you'll see weapon readjustment. This is one set of rolls. These are the 4 rolls that are below on your weapon. The other ones are weapon cores. There's a weapon core guide, and the weapon readjustment roll everybody knows about because you are given a tutorial on this in the game, Iris. So weapon readjustment is for this. Weapon cores are at Descendant. Alright, and there's a weapon core tutorial. You should be watching the weapon core tutorial. If you are new to the game and you need to know everything about the game, first and foremost, there's an entire playlist of videos. Okay, Iris, so I'm going to give you some homework. Okay, as a newbie, you need to watch every single video I have in this playlist. I know people think, that's ridiculous. How can I watch every single video? There are over 300 videos. Yes, go watch them all. I'm telling you, you want to really master this game, you watch all those videos, you'll never need to ask me a single question. There's the playlist right there. Please enjoy. And also, you guys may see a Raid Shadow Legends message coming up in chat. If you guys want to help me out, download the game via my link, play for about, well, play until level 12, and you're good to go. If you don't like it after that, you can uninstall. But I've got a sponsored stream coming tonight, and I'd be very grateful to anyone that tunes in for that. Alright, Raid Shadow Legends has been a great sponsor of this channel, and I, as you know, am a very honest creator. Don't worry, it's not pay to win, and I'll happily show you that tonight. Okay, please look forward to it. Okay. Now, back to what I was doing. Yes, download through my special link and level to 12. We have our own clan as well in there, so you guys are welcome to join up. Surprisingly, it's a very fun game, and I still play every day. Alright. Let's Tim Curry on. Stream is alright. Can't really complain, Tizzo.
New super chat received.
Oh, Gabok. Good to see you too, friend. Alright. You want some hip-hop? You want some slow vibes? Or you want some metal, Gabok? You get to pick. What kind of song should I play for you? Thank you very much for the super chat, though. Whenever people super chat, I preview some of my upcoming tracks or play some songs. You know how it is. I like to reward my audience on TFD because they are the best audience ever. You want some metal, huh? Alright. I got you, I got you. That's easy. I never guess those kinds of things, Tizzo. I wait until the character actually comes out, then I work on it. But if you ask me, it's gonna be non-attribute. But I hate to guess because sometimes people rely on my actual information, which is usually not a great thing. Because I like to be an honest channel. Alright, metal it is. Just give me 1 second to get through this horde of enemies. And I'll play some metal for you.
Ah, my shield.
What the hell is Shakahoka? Shakashoka? What? Okay, first, in order to play some of my tunes, I gotta turn off my own music. And then Alright, y'all ready? Enjoy this song. Thank you, goodbye. Have fun.
I'm still alive. Why am I here? I don't belong here. I am weird. I wanna go. I wanna go. Don't wanna stay. But my body is making me wait. I'm waiting for the pain to fade. I'm still afraid of what's to come. I don't know if I'll ever find my place. I don't know if I will ever feel like I've won. Take me away.
Hey, Adam.
Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Don't wanna breathe. Don't wanna die. I'm not alive. I'm just a
That sounds good, Sir Tommy.
just waiting to be thrown away, thrown into hell. I'm still alive. Why am I here? I don't belong here. I am weird. I wanna go. Don't wanna stay. Don't wanna stay. But my body is making me wait. Take me away. Take me away.
New subscriber detected.
Take me away. Take me away.
Thanks for enjoying that, fam. No, off the map.
Damn it.
No, off the map again. Just kidding. Save myself.
Burn. This is your grave. Ugh. Shield is down.
Okay, let me put the music back on because it's so weird without it. Anyway, thanks for that super chat as always. Appreciate the support, family.
Watch your feet.
I'm just farming some vouchers today, so I don't have to
New
do it later in
super
the week.
chat received.
Hey. Alright, Lewis. What's your pick? You want some hip hop? You want some low vibes? Want some metal? What's on your menu for today? Keep the robot radio live?
Melt
Sure.
away.
As soon as I find out what he wants. Gotta match the right preview, you know?
Burn.
All right. All right. You trust my taste in music. I got something for you. I got something for you. I've been working on some very, very interesting tunes. I've been working on some new tunes. Like I said, they're very interesting. So let me give y'all a little taste of what I've been working on. Okay, have a listen to this. I actually made like a party style beat. The update, like I said, if you don't know, souls,
Lil' mommy asked if I can
that's
get
okay,
some
Eduardo.
oxygen.
Welcome.
I'ma
Enjoy the
give her
music.
CPR, she need a lot of it. Even when I step outside, I'm still a topping man. Not even the weatherman can tell you when I'm dropping, man. In case you haven't noticed, I'm just too nice. It's like I'm walking on the ice when I roll dice. My baby know I can't keep no secrets, but if the odds are stacked against me, then I'm cheating. Can't make decisions without thinking twice. They wanna treat me like a Christmas tree with lights. My left hand was itching, had to check the price. I told her I was scared of heights, now she my kryptonite. I said, do you wanna fly tonight? She said, baby, can we fly tonight? I don't wanna wait till 3 a.m. Cause we gon' wake up with the stars in the end, yeah. I told her, mommy, please don't fight it. We ain't come this far just to hide it. So many secrets to confide in. Let's take a trip, we'll go somewhere private. I told her, mommy, please don't fight it. We ain't come this far just to hide it. So many secrets to confide in. Let's take a trip, we'll go somewhere private. Trip to the hotel, where everybody know you so well, oh well. This time I won't even post bail, the wholesale. I got that weight on the boat scale, oh. This ain't a meet and greet. You better bring some protein if you tryna beef with me. I gotta keep my distance from all the negativity. Cause you know they say if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. I feel like a fiend the way I need it. I'm not usually this conceited. I need you to know that I mean it. Might need a telescope to see it. I'm trying to stay ahead of all the snakes. In the future we might meet up at the lake when we go.
Glad you enjoyed it, Lewis. And look, Eugen is like, if you guys have fun playing Eugen, that's okay. But you know, Playboy Dojo, the thing is, nobody needs a Eugen. What is Eugen useful for? Literally nothing. Because in this game, there's no such thing as I need a medic or I need healing. Most fights are over in 2 seconds. So since there's no need for healing or a medic, Eugen has no place. So I think you can understand that. Like if it was different, then of course I'd say absolutely, you know, Eugen's got his own thing, you know, that's really, really cool, but he doesn't because, you know, once again, nobody needs Eugen to do anything. Even if you switch to Allergy, you'd just be playing solo because everybody can kill everything faster than your Allergy can't. But yeah, there's no point in playing Eugen. Like if you're in a public squad, anybody playing Eugen is gonna get outclassed because not only can everybody run faster than you, because they've all got speed increasers like Freyna and whatnot. I can just run, ignite everything, and then off I go. You know, even Blaze, Blair can do it. So it's hard to really play Eugen because there's no content right now that demands his presence. I mean, maybe in season 3 when there's raids and stuff, I mean, I might see some of that. But again, I'm not really seeing any of that right now. I'm not really seeing any necessity for that right now. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you, Lewis, for the lovely super chat. We can call him Blaine, I guess, if he wants to run a Pokemon dojo. You never know. The problem is TFD, like, as much as people want to play fun builds, you can only play fun builds alone. Because they're so inefficient compared to everything else that there's just no room for them. That's the only problem that I have.
This is your grave.
New super chat received.
Another one. Okay, hold up. Whoever super chatted, pick your music track. Pick your style. We got hip hop. We got slow, low vibes. Thought I was feeling you. An apology letter, no problem. I got you. I got you. All right, let's go. I got that. Let me cut the game audio and let's carry on. Yeah, these tracks are out right now on my SoundCloud and YouTube channel. Let's go.
Sorry, I wish that I could have been better. I know I have issues with temper, I promise you that I'm getting better. It's just so much easier when we're together. You make me so happy and that's really rare. I've looked for it everywhere, I swear. And I know you're afraid, but so am I, so don't cry. 'Cause you're not here. You're not here. Stay up till 5 a.m. thinking about you like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it without you? And if you hear this, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to me. You left and you took the best parts of me. I don't know if you meant to, but that's what you did. I'm only a kid, but I just lost everything. The person I love, my job, my friends, all at the same time. And I know it's my fault. I just wish that I could have seen it all coming. I just wish that I could have seen it all coming.
Thinking about the pain I felt, hoping for change in the weather. I was there but you were somewhere else. I guess it's for the better. It ain't too much that I can say. Baby, I just know that you don't feel the same. You told me keep it player, but it ain't a game. Thinking about the memories that we made. Thinking about the you thought I was feeling you, na 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 na.
Welcome, new follower on TikTok.
You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. Baby, you thought I was feeling you. I could have anything that I want. So I ain't tryna be rude, but the time that I gave you is more than enough. I had to get in my bag, yeah, I had to run it up, I'm on a different run. I ain't worried about nothing else, had to focus on myself, I'm not the one. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling
All right, here's a bonus for Sir Tommy as well. All right, one more track. Enjoy. This track speaks to me, you know, because when you're missing that important person, you just gotta feel it inside your heart.
It is 3:03 a.m. on a Wednesday, and my mental health's not doing okay. I'm just lying on my floor all alone, and I've been crying for hours straight. I just wish I could see you one more time, but the light in my room is shining way too bright. Maybe this was never meant to be, so I'll just pretend like you're in my arms tonight. I'm so scared of losing everything, and now my best friend's going away. So I just sit in my room all alone and just wish I could see her face. So I just sit here and
I'll dissolve the law.
and I don't even know why. I just wanna see you one more time, 'cause I've never seen someone with eyes that shine so bright. And now I'm crying in my room. I just don't know what to do, 'cause all my friends are moving on, and I'm just stuck here in my room. I'm so scared of losing everything, and now my best friend's going away. So I just sit in my room all alone and just wish I could see her face.
All right, I'll end it there. Thank you very much, Sir Tommy. Hope you guys enjoyed the Low Vibes. This is the current album that is being worked on right now. So please do enjoy. Please do enjoy. I've been working track after track after track after track. It's just the good stuff, man.
This is your grave.
New subscriber detected.
No. Welcome, new subscriber. Okay, running. I had to turn the music back on, but I'll do it in a second. Because during this running sequence, I like to just go fast. Oh, cast in the wrong location. Whoops. Haha.
Activating turbo. Shield is damaged. Melt away. How was that? The shield is down.
That always amuses me for no reason.
Burn. My situation is dire.
Let's turn the sound back on. I'm literally voucher farming today. That's all I'm doing. Slowly, steadily voucher farming. Like a voucher man. Like a voucher. Okay, let's take a look at the polls. After 90 votes, people, about 60% of people are excited for the update. 16% of people are like, there's an update. 15% are still not excited. 9% are ready to play one-handed. Okay, noted with thanks. Good to know these things about you guys. All right. Spray.
You can't touch me.
Can't touch this.
This is your grave. How was that? Activating toxic veil.
No, who's the two nerds that are left behind there?
Burn.
Look at this guy, the soulless, as if he can't come down here and fight like a man. Nope. I will at some point. But it depends on what I want to do today. Like I said, I know it works, thanks to you. But I'm not very motivated to do it.
This is your grave.
At least not for now.
I'll dissolve you all.
No! Damn it. The frames had to drop at that moment. I mean, I know it's my fault because I spread all my poison, but yeah. How do I have the numbers showing on my cooldowns? You just turn the option on. Options. You see this? Gameplay, you scroll down. Skill cooldown details on. That's it. Yeah, I might at some point, honestly.
How was that?
I mean, it's roughly, it just has one mod difference from what I was doing with Viesa anyway, outside of PvP. So,
This is your grave.
that's the only real difference.
Burn.
So maybe if I feel the urge to do it this week, I will.
Watch your feet.
But I can't make any guarantees. Because right now, aside from just doing the basics, right, there isn't really anything major in TFD for me to achieve yet. So I'm sort of just doing content that I need to do while chilling with people. I feel like that's where my mind's at this week, especially because now that I know that Doom the Dark Ages is on Game Pass, I've got more content that I can bring you guys, and there's another sponsorship coming from me on the 28th, another one coming up in June, so that's just a lot for me to do right now. So I'm like, I guess I've also been infected by the people that are just waiting for Season 3. Like, I'm still playing. I'll still be playing this, don't get me wrong. And I'm really happy to see the uptick in players, like, especially over this weekend. The fact that we got over 20,000 players again was really, really awesome. But yeah, I'm just in that chill mode. For now, anyway. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, either way, 100% is, you know, unachievable because of how crit resistance works. And I'm pretty sure even the baseline creatures get some level of crit resistance. I believe it's something like 5%. So either way, no matter what, you will never get to that 100%. You will hit it most of the time, don't get me wrong. I mean, you've already seen how many crits I hit in Clear Obscure, right? And that is with like 50% crit rate most of the time. So yeah, Doom the Dark Ages, because it's on Game Pass, it's free. So I was like, hey, I don't have to pay for this. That means, well, I mean, I do pay for Game Pass, but you get what I mean. I'm like, hey, I can just play and enjoy. Yep, I know. I think even my build for Viesa doesn't reach 100% as far as I know. My old build did, but not the current one. The current one does not reach 100%. I'm pretty sure the updated one that I have, for her farming at least, does not reach 100%.
This is your grave.
Based on what I remember, it shouldn't. I mean, I feel the same way, Ziggy. I'll be real with you guys. I'm playing tons of other stuff like Play Obscure. Oh, it's so much fun. And even Raid Shadow Legends. I've been working on getting my Ludex. By the way, if anyone wants to join Raid, please hit that link. Alright, you're gonna get a bunch of free stuff if you download through my link. Just play to level 12. If you don't like it, you can uninstall. But it'd be a big help if you play to about level 12. I'd be very, very grateful. Hey, tell me nothing about it, alright? Tell me nothing about it. Same rules as Player Obscure, alright? When I play it, I want to see it for real. Okay? So I'm counting on you guys to tell me nothing and say nothing. Woke up this morning from the strangest dream. I was in the biggest story that the world has seen. What's coming in the new update? Listen, Ember. I'll tell you one thing very clearly. Do you like to play one-handed? If you think about that, if you think about my statement, you'll understand what's coming in this update. I'm surprised that people don't know what's coming in this update, you know? Because it's been the thing that everybody's been asking for since the very start of the game. All the one-handed folks, you know? Imagine not knowing. No? Who told you that? Hey. Odd, you can't say that. Okay? The devs already said don't say that. The devs said to use a different word, okay? Call it dynamic motion. Understand? Anyone that calls it anything other than dynamic motion, I'll have to beat you. And I'd hate to have to beat you, but I will. I'll give you seasons beatings.
This is your grave.
What am I farming for? Wouldn't you like to know? Nah, I'm just farming vouchers, man. So I don't have to do it later in the week. I like to just get all my shit done and out of the way as soon as possible. So I just clear this as fast as possible. I mean, I could use an S, but I'm feeling lazy today. So since I'm feeling lazy today, I'm just like, okay, since I don't want to use an S, I'll just use Freyna. And just chili Manjaro.
Activating toxic veil.
I expect your frames to be absolutely trashed. And Mr. Penshi, I don't think they care about fixing Ajax, I'll be real with you. Alright? I don't think Ajax sells. My cooldown numbers are the same size as everybody else's cooldown numbers. You can turn them on or off. There's no such thing as big or small. So do you know how to turn them on in the options, Ember? Just turn them on or off, dude. How come people still don't know about the cooldown numbers thing? Come on, man. It's been here for weeks.
Shield is down.
Well, you can ask them to do that, Barbuja. See if they're willing to.
Damn it. This is your grave.
What do you mean they scare away average people? You're gonna have to be a bit more specific about that. What exactly do you mean, Mr. Penshi, that they scare away average people? Because I still see average people playing. Well, Brazen Gel, see, they tried that, and none of y'all came back to play the so-called male descendants. Keelan was buffed, Blair was buffed, but you don't see any Blairs around, do you? So, what exactly are they supposed to do there? The thing is, they tried already buffing them, but males just aren't popular. So you can say the Gooners are the only ones excited, but let me tell you, they're the only ones playing right now. How many of y'all male Descendant players are playing all day, every day? Because you need to show them that the people are playing and buying. Okay, but what did they do to scare them away, Mr. Penshi? What exactly did they do to scare them away? I don't think they've done anything, you know, to scare them away at all. Anyway, for those that want to turn on your cooldowns, just go to options, okay? Options, gameplay, scroll down. Do you see skill cooldown details? There you go. Turn it on. Everybody should know this. Anyone who doesn't know this, man, are you guys blind or something? Nerds. Swear to God. Weaklings.
Hi there. What can I help you with?
Anyway, hopefully that helps. But y'all should really be paying attention to my streams after updates. We always go through stuff. Yeah, but you see, Barbuja, even if they're useless, you have to play them 24/7. That's the only way that they're ever gonna buff them. So everybody always yapping about, oh, male descendant buff, male descendant buff, male descendant buff. But how many people are playing male descendants 24/7? You need to be playing them 24 hours a day. You must not use any female descendants, but everybody still uses the female descendants, isn't that right? So of course they're gonna look at those numbers and say everyone's only playing females, so let's focus on females. The whole season 3 update is all ladies. Let's take a look around town. There's one Jaber existing, Sharon, Bunny, sorry, I got confused by the outfit. Glay, Serena, Valby. This is definitely Viessa. You don't even see Enzo because he's not even useful anymore. That is because that skill is different. You talk about the meatball skill, unless you're specifying something else, in which case you'll have to ask me, you have to ask your question differently. But you are right, John, and I will tell you it's a very silly question because you should not be using him for bossing. We already proved that it was trash. So if you want to, you're completely on your own. Also ladies here, ladies here. Yeah, I don't see any males. That's the problem though, Mr. Penchi. That's not a fallacy. I'm telling you right now, this is the problem. You see, even if they suck, oh wait, hey, 3 dudes just standing at the entrance. But even if they suck, if you want them to get buffed, you have to show that males are popular. They have to be selling. Right now, they are not selling. They are not being played with at all. Even if they suck, you must play them. That's the problem. So if you're the dev, you look at the play data, right? And look, I know this is how it works because I've worked with other games before. This is not my first rodeo. This is not my first game. Devs will always look at the play time and play data, and they'll say, okay, so literally everybody's playing this class. Everybody's not playing that class. So it makes sense to make more skins and more sales for the class that is like disproportionately highly played. Now, I know that it is ridiculous because what the devs should be doing is making sure it's balanced across the board, but they've tried that. They've tried that, you know. Oh, bosses like Pyro don't give the custom resource because they don't burn. You have to inflict a burn on the enemy. If you read the skill, it says, if you read the passive, how do you get meatballs when you burn the enemy? You cannot inflict burn on Pyro. He's literally, it's the same as Keelan cannot inflict toxic debuffs on toxic bosses. This has always been the case, John. That's the problem, though, Mr. Penchi. Do you see how this is a vicious cycle? You can argue with me until the cows come home, but the devs aren't operating on that. The devs are just operating on their internal data. Most of the time, the disconnect between the player base and the developers is because the devs operate based on data. But after consistent releases of females, that demographic has shifted, which is why there's now no longer focus on the males at all. They dug themselves into a hole, and their data continues to show that same hole. But the fault, you see, the fault, and this is what you're not seeing, Mr. Penchi, and I'll just tell you this straight. The fault lies with the players. If everybody switched to playing only male Descendants, they would release nothing but skins for male Descendants, and they would also continuously buff male Descendants. But that's the problem. They don't. Even when, hey, Lawbreaker, good to see you. Even when they tried buffing the male Descendants. And also, Brazen Gel, TFD is not at risk. Okay? I don't know who told you that false information, but even if Season 3 is absolute trash, they're not at risk at all, just so you know. They will probably get good only about 2-3 seasons, if you ask me, but yeah. Doing alright, dealing with my cough, so I'm talking a bit less today. Exactly, Mr. Penchi. But they will still operate on internal data. Do you now understand the situation, Mr. Penchi? What you have to realize is that content creators operate very differently from devs. We talk to you guys. We talk to players, so we actually know stuff. But devs do not, because devs do not directly interface with the player base. They only look at their internal data in their meetings, and the internal data. All right, so the meetings are gonna go like this. Internal data shows that 90% of players playing females. Okay, so season 3, we do nothing but ladies, Okay, I want the skins to be as skimpy as possible. Okay, I want you to can you just make this one? Hey, why this one her chest cover up? No, remove. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, okay, check. You see the skin here? Okay, why is there a bit of fabric here? Okay, can we get rid of this fabric? Okay, yeah. Oh, art team, okay. So that is how the internal meetings go. Like, what do you expect? Whereas me, it's different. I'm talking to you guys every day. I know how you guys feel. But do you think they listen to content creators? It's very rare to find a dev team that listens to content creators. In fact, it took one dev team 3 years to even realize I was a valuable asset. And that is after I stopped playing their game. They've called me back under contract this time, a proper one. So this is why I say, as somebody that has worked with a lot of games, and I don't make a lot of distinctions about the games I work with. If there's pay, if there's value, if there's fun, I will play. I will share content. I will make content. No problem. Raid Shadow Legends sponsors me and literally like pays me well several times a year.
Subscriber detected.
You know, so I know my stuff and I know my content, which is why I'm telling you that there's this disconnect, and there always will be. Well, if they commit to it, Mr. Penshi, but the problem is they like we've already we're going in, you know, they're actually going in circles. Because let me tell you, Mr. Penshi, they're listening to the only people left in their official Discord and Reddit. And who are the only people left in the official Discord and Reddit? Take a look on Reddit. What is every single post about? Serena looks so beautiful in my schoolgirl outfit. Yes, I want to imagine Serena in an underage uniform. Think about that for a second. Just think about how that sounds and you'll know that I'm being legit with you guys, right? So yes, and there are people posting, oh my god, look at Bunny and Valby. Yes, I wish to stare at effectively underage women without being penalized in a real setting. I mean, okay, it's no secret that my favorite in Expedition 33 is Mael. She's 16, yes. But I don't go around trying to dress her up like that. I just think that her voice actress is amazing, and I feel very fatherly feelings. But there are people here in this game that view it very differently. Okay, they want to dress them all up in the schoolgirl outfits because they're hoping that if they go to Japan, some hot Gyaru might actually like take them on a date, maybe go to a love hotel for them, despite the fact that they're a greasy neckbeard who's probably never going to leave the country. You get what I mean? This is the problem. And when that becomes your source of internal data, you can't go against the trend because you've already dug yourself into the hole, and now the only people paying you inside the hole are the people in the hole with you. So I'm not trying to be rude or mean, but I am gonna kind of say that this is where we're at. And they tried nerfing, you know. They also tried nerfing Ines, and look what that got them. Literally review bombed on Steam. So unfortunately, the non-gooners outweigh the gooners. By the way, Keelan is still faster in Void Vessel, FYI. Yeah, people still say they quit it because of the Ines nerf, despite the fact that my build is literally showing you can blast through VEP. You can clear almost any content, almost any content faster than other Descendants. So, what are we talking about? It's silly. It's silly. Mr. Penshi, the problem is, how are you going to get any average gamers to come back? They've tried. But the average gamers have to be the one to take the first step. It's kind of like, let's say you're in a situation where you just like, you and somebody are disconnected, right? And you want to connect with them again, but you don't know how. So you try all sorts of things, but they also need to make the effort to take the step and come to you. You see, that's kind of the problem. It's not that the devs are thinking of us in a negative way, but at the same time, the average person is not showing that they care enough about TFT to make the devs make effort. The average person is busy playing Clair Obscure or doing other things that they find more fun to them. You know, but the average person isn't here doing what, you know, they should, doing anything to help our community. And I get what you're saying, Mr. Penshi, but telling me this is useless. I know and I get it. They're the ones that need to hear it, and more importantly, how much affirmative action are you guys taking as viewers to gather your friends up? Why don't you gather all these average people up and start making them play the game? They won't do it. That's the problem. I've tried. I've tried to encourage people to test out this game and say, look, you know, sure, there's waifus, there's, you know, RNG, but it's a good game. I've tried, and people just try it and then they leave. They don't care. And that's the problem. It's hard to make the average person care. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. The ball isn't only in the devs' court. We also have to push forward. Indeed, Sablus, but Ines is completely fine now. All right? Let me literally prove it. I will play with minimal effort. Here we go. I can prove it anytime. And before anybody even says that, oh, it's because I'm skillful and other people can't do that, watch what I'm about to do and tell me if it takes any skill at all. Well, that's the thing, Mr. Penshi. Even if they don't listen to you, oh, sorry, I entered the 100%. Even if they don't listen to you, you have to keep going. You can't just say, oh, the devs aren't listening to me now, so you stop making noise. Like I explained to you previously, right? It took 2 years and more than a year after I quit a game for a game to realize I was a valuable asset, and they phoned me up after a year saying, we need you. That's how long it can take, and that's the problem. Well, you can say that, Burbuja, but there's a lot of people that believe that there's a skill differential. But that's what I've tried to showcase that there isn't. But either way, our beliefs are irrelevant. It is the belief of the people. The thing is, even in the first week, I did show people that it was fine. You know, it was just about knowing how to target skills. But either way, I'm still going to demonstrate it because there are people, no matter how they try and slice it, that still believe that Ines is a problem. Either way, Mr. Penshi, if you want it, you got to push for it 24/7. This is what I keep telling people. If you don't push for something 24/7, it'll never change. And, you know, even if they stop playing, you got to keep pushing. Now, look, I will also say that if you make a statement in anger, that doesn't help our case. If we want to be better than them, then we have to prove that we are better people. So making statements in anger, like Ines players are just upset that they can't play one-handed. Like, look, that doesn't help anybody, does it? I know, and let's not try and lie. That's literally a statement made out of anger and frustration. But it is untrue. They were upset because her skills couldn't go through walls, so they felt like what they had invested in was a lie. That being said, you can literally just do this and move in a straight line. I'm only pressing the W key and tossing out snare traps. And that's all the so-called skill required to play this right now.
Don't you dare run away. This is going to hurt.
I'm even refusing to jump around. And that's all you need to play in Ines right now. My build and just button pressing. You can literally choose to play this. And Plains, I am not going to be playing one-handed, thank you very much. If I really want to interact with a lady, I will interact with a real human female. I have no desire for pixels on the screen. Okay. Yeah, you are wrong, because most of us aren't going to be doing that. Well, because actually, Mr. Penshi, several other people already
There's no getting
go
away.
through walls. Sure, Ines might have done it a bit more extremely than others, but it was already a feature in the game. And Brazen Gel, if you're out after Ice Maiden, then see ya. Then why are you even playing until then? Why don't you just leave now? Those of you who have lost hope, or those of you that feel negatively about the game, let me just ask you, why are you still wasting time here? There are dozens of other games out there that you can play.
You can't
So
escape.
you tell me, why are you clinging on? Even in a relationship, nobody likes somebody who's clingy, you know? So let me ask you, why are you clinging on?
Keep trying. Eliminated.
Not you, Mr. Penshi, I'm talking about Brazen. He says he's out after Ice Maiden, so then why are you even fighting the issue? Just accept it. Because for Brazen, he already thinks that Season 3 is make or break, and then after that, nobody's gonna play, right? Well, I say it's not. I still say there's gonna be a lot of players every day doing it. But you also can't complain about the switch to a female direction, because quite frankly, well, that's what people want. S3 will not save the game, I'll tell you this right now. Unless they make it super amazing, it's not going to save anything. Hey, Rubalicious, how's it going? Season 3 will save nothing at all, and I'll tell you that straight up. Season 3 will not save shit. And I'm going to be frank with you about that. You know, I'm going to be frank, maybe not Castle, but 100% frank with you about that. Season 3 ain't going to do shit. Hey, Ruthie. The only thing Season 3 is going to do is get the Gooners excited, and that's fine. A lot of people think and say Season 3 is make or break, but I'm going to tell you right now that the game will carry on way after Season 3. The only thing that's going to happen is that players will either, you know, show that they're only interested in ladies, or actually pull together and show that they're interested in male Descendants too. Also, hi, Ruthie. Most of my audience is on YouTube, but welcome to TikTok. Hope you have a good time with us. Welcome to the show. Like I said, if I want to talk to a real female, I would just talk to a real lady. I've got no interest in pixels. All right? I meet real ladies every single day as a streamer. I mean, they always come in and out of my show. I'm not hot enough to attract them, but, you know, still, they come in and out of my show all the time. Plus, I have a girlfriend, so I'm fine. But the point is, like, look, if we want change for this game, then you got to fight for it. Whatever the change you want to see is. And you got to be the one taking that action. All I can do is just be a content creator. And even then, I have other sponsorship, other responsibilities, things like that. I mean, those closest to me already know what's going to happen in June. New thing coming in. I've got another sponsorship coming up in May. Today, I'm already going to be playing Raid Shadow Legends Come, sponsored by that. The only problem is the whole Season 3 Episode 2 thing. If they still go with Season 3, then yeah. I appreciate the compliment, Ember, but I really don't think so, okay? Let me explain why I'm not hot. I did not comb my hair. I rolled out of bed and I got up to stream for you guys. That's it. Okay? I am still slightly overweight, and I didn't even shave this morning. All I did was wake up and I streamed, okay? So I know I'm not hot, although I thank you for the compliment. If you were a lady, I would feel even better, Ember, so thank you very much. But yes, no, I can accept that I am just an old man, dad bod. It's fine. I am not worried about my handsomeness or hotness. I got no ego in that regard. I can accept being the ugly duckling. It doesn't really matter to me because people are still gonna watch me no matter what. All right. I'm not even worried about that. I'm not even worried. I know. I just roll out of bed in the morning. I really have stopped giving a shit. I do, because like I get this really ugly fuzz here, but it was too short this morning, and it sort of grows by afternoon, so I usually shave it in the afternoon or early in the morning. It's just really, really ugly. Otherwise, I end up with a Fu Manchu. I know it's very typical Asian, but I really do end up with a Fu Manchu every time, and it's so annoying. I really hate that. Smart's new hot. Woohoo! Great! I can just be out of shape now. Lol. But anyway, thank you guys. I still wish that I was better. but I appreciate you guys for the boost in confidence. Okay. Now we just gotta wait for actually hot ladies to give me that compliment too, and we're good. All right. Anyway, all jokes aside, the thing is, right now we need to understand that the state of the game is such that the gooners are the ones keeping us alive, which is why sales-wise they're gonna cater to those guys. I mean, it makes logical sense, right? They are going to cater to those kinds of guys because that's where they make their money. But for us to get something different, then we have to get the community on our side. But that's hard to do unless we build it up. All we have right now, though, and you guys know as well as I do, all we have right now are a bunch of guys that look at Serena in a schoolgirl outfit and say, man, this is what I want. I'm like, you know, I mean, and of course they'll look at my stream and say, but you're literally playing the swimsuit. Yeah, because I'm a grown man who can play whatever he wants. Doesn't mean that I subscribe only to that ideology, you know? I could dress her up in this if I wanted to. Actually, it does kind of look super cool. I actually might play this for a while. But anyway, the point is that, look, if we want change, there's only one way it's going to happen. I hear you, Mr. Penchi, I hear you. But the only way change is going to happen is if we gather up enough people that are going to speak on that issue and say that. No, you're right about that, Ruby. You're right about that. But unfortunately, Rubalicious, I'm a streamer. Looks would really help me out. Yeah. Why are you telling that to me, Perk? You should be telling that to the devs. I'm a content creator. Hi. Okay, I've got nothing to do with that. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, let's go zip zap zoom. I don't know about any freebies for season 3, JB. You'll have to wait until season 3 is out because I have no inside information. Sorry. No, I hear you on that, Sablisk. I think just to answer in context, Ash Ralph, because I kind of understand what the dude is talking about. I also understand your point. But season 3 is in like 35 days, Justin, so long way to go. I believe it's about mid-June. But anyway, sorry, coming back to your question, coming back to your statement, Ash Ralph, I think that what he means by Gooners not being a sustainable market is that there's always more in the market for people to goon too, if that makes sense. Because the gooning market is relatively large and everyone's tapping into it. Gooners living in their parents' basement only have so many dollars and only so much time to goon. Therefore, if we analyze the, I guess you could say, the disposable income of the gooners or the disposable goon, then we end up with a situation whereby they are spoiled for choice. So your choice has to be more extreme than all others. I mean, the most extreme gooners, they already play those so-called lustful games on Steam. The ones that are completely unsafe for streaming or things like that. How do I know? Because I literally own some of those games, and they've asked me for partnerships, and I've turned them down because obviously I run a clean channel. Well, relatively clean channel. You understand what I mean. But basically what I just said, Mr. Penchi, yes. So I think that that's what he meant by gooners are not a sustainable market. I know that Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, all of those are like games that are making a lot of money, but at the end of the day, you know, even they lose their gooners to other goonable objects from time to time. So, and considering the fact that TFD is trying to market itself more as a real legit game rather than a pure goon experience, unless they're gonna put in the lounge for like Descendant dating or something, I don't foresee much of the gooner share being increased. I can't believe we have to talk about goonomics, gooning economics right here, but here we are, right?
There's no getting
This is
away.
the true basics of thugonomics. I mean, Plains, TFD is already treated like Goon or Warframe, but I believe in this game. I still believe in the devs, you know, but we are kind of treated like Goon or Warframe. And yes, Sir Tommy, unfortunately, I have always been up top. Do you know that they gave me a little mini medal for it? For being a top #1 for some period of time or some shit like that. I have a little tiny medal on my creator page. But at the end of the day, you know, they still never listen. And just like all other games before me, I hope that it doesn't take them 2 or 3 years to finally listen to their champion. What will the update be about? Bouncy ball. That's all you need to know, Trig. Check the battle pass, JB Gaming. You should never be asking your creator this, because it's pointless to keep asking me, otherwise I have to answer the same question every stream. Anytime you want to know when the season is starting, go to battle pass. Look, 31 days left, so 31 days until season 3. Battle pass always changes with the season, okay? Mike, you know you're going to be completely ignored, so don't know why you're still here and bothering. You already know how I feel about you, and you already understand the rules. I don't know about what else we're getting, Mr. Penchi, this week, and I'll assess it when the update drops, but yeah, I do not have high hopes. You see, Plains, that's exactly what I've been talking about. That's okay, JB, that's why we teach people here. I teach you the things so that you actually don't need me to ask basic questions. People should be hanging out at streams and having fun chatting, not asking basic questions, see, so we teach you here. Unlike other low-level content creators or unprofessional content creators, we actually treat our audience with intelligence. Yeah, that's not paying the dues, Mike. So, unfortunately, no. Once you've committed an offense, you'll be allowed to watch the show, but I'm just not going to interact with you, and you know this, so stop trying, dude. You really want to show me that you care? Show me that you're my top donator several months in a row and I might forgive you then. Otherwise, no thanks. With all due respect, no thanks.
This is going to sting a little.
Of course I have. I read manga and manhwa all the time. There's nobody alive who hasn't seen Solo Leveling.
This is going to hurt.
It's so mainstream that anyone that doesn't know it, I will laugh at them. Anyway, I also think that adding more systems to the game is not content, it's just oversaturation. I hope that they stop with that shit, because honestly, there's arcade tuning and version reinforcement. My build videos are getting longer and longer because I've got so many systems to explain to people each and every single time. So I hope that they understand that and adjust their constant adding of new power systems and all that. It's so stupid. They've already got like a literal Paragon pathway. They should just make it so that that entire Paragon pathway is what they invest in. Make it like Diablo 4. Be the first looter shooter to have an entire Paragon pathway and subclasses for every Descendant. They don't even have to work on new Descendants. They could just make subclasses for everybody. Solo leveling is not a game as far as I know. The only solo leveling game is a mobile game. I haven't seen an actual game for it, so I have no comments on that.
This is awesome, huh?
But solo leveling is a decent manhwa. I've enjoyed it. But I will tell you that it basically spawned every other manhwa that's everybody's a freaking necromancer. It got boring real fast, so I find it the most mainstream mellow stuff. Mostly because there's just too many clones out there, and there aren't enough that are different. Right now, if you ask me what's a good manhwa, Pick Me Up. I like Pick Me Up because they have no qualms about murdering my favorite characters. And that is a manhwa you can really enjoy.
Don't you dare run away.
Things that are too mainstream, things that are too common are boring. Red modules alone won't solve the problem because there are unused red modules or red modules that are just not used for Descendants, right? They should rework those first. Make sure every red module is basically like an entire subclass, and that would be better.
This is where it ends.
But right now it's not. You know, some of the red modules just barely change one skill and they call that a red module.
Eliminate.
That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. There's a lot of work that they can do with less effort if they're willing to put in the effort in the first place. The question is, are they? Exactly, Rubalicious. Exactly.
Keep trying.
Exactly. That's my exact problem, Lewis. I don't want their stuff to be just viable. I want it to be the best. Like no one ever was, you know? Yeah, I feel like their additions are so conservative. If their additions were not just so conservative all the time, it would be a lot better. At least in my personal opinion. My personal opinion. That we will, Plains. That we will. Nothing much we can do except sit along for the journey. I mean, we can always fight and discuss for what we believe in, but at the end of the day, you know, they're the only ones that are going to implement.
This is where it ends.
Keelan is still on 2. So like I said, there's a lot of room and a lot of potential.
Bastards.
But the problem is, said potential is not being utilized.
Keep trying. Don't you dare run away. Damn it. Give up. This is going to hurt. Eliminating. Boom.
Why can't you contribute on their Discord, if you don't mind me asking?
This is going to sting a little. Ha! Let's end this. Begin tracking.
Huh, weird. Guess you will have to use the TFD website, right? If you send in a support ticket, do you know that you can send in feedback via support tickets? It's one alternative method that some people have been using. They send feedback via the support tickets. Fair enough, Ruby. Standable under.
Don't you dare run away. This is where it ends.
See you later, Ember. You have a good sleep. And those of y'all who want to support me, don't forget to tune in tonight for my Raid Shadow Legends sponsored stream. Let me change your mind on that game, because I know there's a lot of preconceptions about that one.
Take this. My shield. Damn them.
Stab, stab, stab. It's turn-based, but not like Clair Obscure. It's a traditional turn-based game. The only thing is that it's one of the... It started out as a mobile game. Now you can play it on PC too. It's good, but you are limited by energy. So free-to-play is obviously slower than people that pay. But surprisingly, it's not pay to win, funnily enough. You can actually get pretty good with it just by doing what they give you for free. And it's a lot of fun. I'm like advancing up pretty much entirely free. They have lots of cool systems, lots of interesting things, and even daily, there are ways to restore your energy for free, and they even give you free gems and stuff like that. So I've actually been able to build up quite a stockpile. So yeah, they make a lot of money, but they're also a pretty decent game. Grindy, but decent. I guess that's how they've been successful for like 8-9 years. They've been doing it a long time, but they pay streamers really well, and they really invest in content, so I really appreciate them. It is a phone game, yeah, but surprisingly it's good. Like I said, y'all are welcome to just download it from my link. You can download it on the phone or whatever. It still counts by my link. Just play to level 12. If you don't like it, you can uninstall it after that, but like I said, come tonight. We've got our own clan. I will assist you in changing your mind slowly over time. Because at first I wasn't interested, but I firmly believe that they have done their best to improve. And honestly, like I said, their creator program is very good. They are very supportive. They are good supportive people. But most laptops can actually play it because although the graphics are really good, it is ultimately still at its core a mobile game, so it doesn't eat up as much resources as several of the other top tier games right now. Yep, the characters you get from my promo are really, really strong. By the way, Lewis, remember, if you got any raid questions, just ask in the Discord anytime. You got questions to ask or whatnot, I'll happily help you out. If I still remember you had questions to ask, either me or Jonathan can answer your questions, because he plays a lot.
Take this. My shield, damn it. Don't you dare run away. This is going to hurt. Damn it. Give up.
All I can tell you though is that I went with the special promo codes will be on tonight's stream and in some of my shorts and things like that, but yo, I really had a blast getting Sun Wukong as my first legendary, and oh my god, he has carried me through everything.
Let's end this.
Monkey King has literally like carried me everywhere. I love him so much because he can res himself. So in some situations, as long as the team can survive a little bit, if he dies, it doesn't really matter. He can come back for another round, and it's so good. I love it.
There's no getting away.
Oh no! Off the map I go. Destruction. Okay, I think I'm done on the vouchers now. Phew. No need to bum around there anymore. Time for me to go bum around elsewhere. And now, you know what, guys? You deserve some background music while I go do some more farming. So please enjoy. These are all my music tracks, so please enjoy.
And I can't let it go.
They've definitely improved on that, Ash Ralph. It's just that at the start, I think they scared a lot of people away because they were like super Korean level grind. But now I think they've done better. And I respect that. I respect what they've done.
Impudent bastard.
I forgot my inversion reinforcer. Whoops.
I need to reload.
forgot. For anyone interested, by the way, here's where you'll find my tunes. More tracks are releasing every day. In fact, I actually hit 150 subscribers on my YouTube music channel, so really happy with that.
On the radio, sad girl, and I can't let it go. The sails are tarred, told, the winds do wail. A heart that longs.
This is also this is literally the first AI song I ever made.
Of heart that home beyond the waves, the land I love, where memory saves. Oh, how the stars guide me tonight, whispers of home, a distant light. So raise your glass and sing me home to rolling fields where I can roam. A sailor's heart forever bound to the whispering winds of that sacred ground.
Impudent bastard!
Rolling tide, cresting foam,
I am loaded.
they call me back.
I have punished the wicked.
Each shore I see, phantoms trace. My heart is lost.
Now I can just not think and relax. Looking at the polls though, 20% people didn't know that there was an update, and 60% are excited. Fair enough.
Dreams where the sorrow ends. So raise your glass and sing me home to rolling fields where I can roam.
Hey, King Seno.
A sailor's heart forever bound
Do not
to
fall.
the whispering wind of that sacred crown. As long as stars shine,
A victory for humanity.
sail the seas, but my heart will cry.
There's some older stuff. Oh. Okay, wait, sorry, I think I gotta start it again because the next up list is going weird. Oh well.
Can't even look you in the eye. Can't even talk without a fight. There's so much more.
Purification complete.
Can't even talk it through. Your love
impudent bastards.
Sunny day will come. It's only a
We will not fail. A victory for humanity.
I love you too. We can make it through. I know we'll make it through. You love me, and I love you too. We can make it through. I know we'll make it through.
Mr. Brandon 420, if you ever want to know that stuff, just check the battle pass. As you can see, it's 31 days. You should never need to ask your streamer that. Just check the battle pass and off you go.
Dash to the top.
It's a nice one, Ruby. It's all good music for when you miss somebody.
I just wish I could see you one more time. But the light in my room is shining way too bright. Maybe this was never meant to be. So I'll just pretend like you're in my arms tonight. I'm so scared of losing everything. And now my best friend's going away. So I'll just sit in my room all alone and just wish I could see her face. So I'll just sit here and I cry. And I don't even know why. I just wanna see you one more time. 'Cause I've never seen someone with eyes that shine so bright. And now I'm crying in my room. I just don't know what to do. 'Cause all my friends are moving
No.
on. And I'm just
Nobody used them, King Seno. They're a defensive set. We don't need defense.
scared of losing everything.
Pure offensive power only.
Let's go away. So I just sit in my room all alone and just wish I could see her face. Thinking about the pain I felt, hoping for change in the weather.
You know what, Lewis?
I was there, but you were somewhere
I'll do
else.
another preview of that another time.
I guess it's for the
Well, right after this. Why not, you know?
It ain't too much that I can say. Baby, I just know that you don't feel the same. You told me keep it player, but it ain't a game. Thinking about the memories that we made. Thinking about the you thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling you, na na.
Enjoy, King Seno.
You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. Baby, you thought I was feeling you. I could have anything that I want. No, I ain't tryna be rude, but the time that I gave you is more than enough. I had to get in my bag, yeah, I had to run it up, I'm on a different run. I ain't worried about nothing else, had to focus on myself, I'm not the one. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. You thought I was feeling you, na 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 na. Na na na
Purification.
Tell you what, Lewis, since you found it so fire, I'm gonna play that one I played earlier. It's actually pretty fun, you know. So just another one that I came up with, but it's a fun little party song. Of course, Nitro, no problem. I love making good videos for people. Yeah, here it is, the one. Enjoy.
Little mommy asked if I can get some oxygen. I'ma give her CPR, she need a lot of it. Even when I step outside, I'm still a topping man. Not even the weatherman can tell you when I'm dropping, man. In case you haven't noticed, I'm just too nice. It's like I'm walking on the ice when I roll dice. My baby know I can't keep no secrets, but if the odds are stacked against me, then I'm cheating. Can't make decisions without thinking twice. They wanna treat me like a Christmas tree with lights. My left hand was itching, had to check the price. I told her I was scared of heights, now she my kryptonite. I said, do you wanna fly tonight? She said, baby, can we fly tonight? I don't wanna wait till 3 a.m. Cause we gon' wake up with the stars in the end, yeah. I told her, mommy, please don't fight it. We ain't come this far just to hide it. So many secrets to confide in. Let's take a trip, we'll go somewhere private. I told her, mommy, please don't fight it. We ain't come this far just to hide it. So many secrets to confide in. Let's take a trip, we'll go somewhere private. Trip to the hotel, where everybody know you so well, oh well. This time I won't even post bail, the wholesale. I got that weight on the boat scale, oh, sheesh. This ain't a meet and greet. You better bring some protein if you tryna beef with me. I gotta keep my distance from all the negativity. Cause you know they say if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. I feel like a fiend the way I need it. Ooh, I'm not usually this conceited. Ooh, I need you to know that I mean it. Ooh, might need a telescope to see it. I'm tryna stay ahead of all the snakes. In the future we might meet up at the lake. When we go,
Glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm just farming vouchers today. So I finished my red vouchers already. Don't need to worry about that anymore.
Loading.
So now that I'm done with my red vouchers, I'm just gonna farm some of the other vouchers. So now I'm farming my greens. I might use them up today if I can, because Ice Maiden's gonna come out on Thursday. I don't know if we get to keep the vouchers or not. But anyway, back to the tracks that I was playing before. But yeah, that's the one I previewed for them earlier, Ruby. But I'm keeping an eye on the pole, King Seno, while also just farming.
where are you now? You told me you'd be there. I wonder if you still care. It's really not fair. I gave you my all. I wonder if you even saw how much you meant to me, but you
issues with temper. I promise you that I'm getting better.
Yeah.
It's just so much easier when we're together. You make me so happy and that's really rare. I've looked for it everywhere, I swear. And I know you're afraid, but so am I. So don't cry.
Cause you're not here. You're not here. I need you near. But you're not here.
stay up till 5 a.m. thinking about you like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it without you? And if you hear this, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to me. You left and you took the best parts of me. I don't know if you meant to, but that's what you did. I'm only a kid, but I just
Welcome
lost
back,
everything.
Rena.
The person I love, my job, my friends, all at the same time. And I know it's my fault. I just wish that I could have seen it all coming. I just wish that I could have seen it all coming.
A victory for humanity.
Yeah, Kaz's router went kaput yesterday, so hopefully she gets it fixed today. No offense, King Seno, but I ain't gonna teach anybody how to do the stuff that I do because no, sorry. I had to learn all this by myself, so no. You want a course? 20,000, alright?
And we will all be living in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine.
Ask what?
And we will all be living in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. I got these chains around my heart and I can't breathe. Gave you everything you wanted from me. Now you're so caught up in your selfish needs. You're tearing me apart. You were tearing me apart. I got these chains around my heart and I can't breathe. Gave you everything you wanted from me. Now you're so caught up in your selfish needs. You're tearing me apart. You were tearing me apart. I got these chains around my heart and I can't breathe. Gave you everything you wanted from me. Now you're so caught
I can do everything, King Seno.
selfish needs. You're tearing me apart. You were tearing me apart.
I got them skills, man.
And we will all be living in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. And we will all be living in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. I got these chains around my heart and I can't breathe. Gave you everything you wanted from me. Now you're so
I have punished the
caught
wicked.
up in your selfish needs. You're tearing me apart. You were tearing me apart. I got these chains around my heart and I can't breathe. Gave you everything you wanted from me. Now you're so caught up in your selfish needs. You're tearing me apart. You were tearing me apart. I got these chains around my heart and I can't breathe. Gave you everything you wanted from me. Now you're so caught up in your selfish needs. You're tearing me apart. You were tearing me apart.
Don't worry, have some more.
I need to reload. I have punished the wicked.
A lot of people like this one too.
Away from me, I come undone. I'm the dark horse and the underdog. Take a good look, you can see my flaws. I'm so afraid of what I want. I lie awake, it's all my fault. Another In my darkest hour, I am whole. I feel the power in my soul.
It is time
No
for your judgment.
one to tell me where to go. In my darkest hour, I am whole.
Purification.
Try to make sense of what I'm going through. It's not so easy when you're self-aware. You try to hurt me, but it's all for you. I wanna save you, but I just don't care. In my darkest hour,
I will cleanse this place.
I feel the power in my soul. No one to tell me where to go. In my darkest hour, I am whole.
My darkest hour,
Purification.
I am whole. I feel the power in my soul. No one to tell me where to go. In my darkest hour, I am
In my darkest hour, I am whole. I feel the power in my
Sometimes I really wonder how the heck do I come up with all this stuff.
soul to tell me where
What am I dropping a Jeremy build when you pay me $10,000, Toxic?
Death to the corrupt.
Okay, $10,000. I drop your Jeremy build tomorrow. No problem.
the end of all days is soon. I thought the world would end without you. No one should have that kind of power. My youth came and went in an hour. When I was younger, my dad sat me down. Said I was so damn pretty, I could never have a meltdown.
Guess so.
So I sat in my car and I cried.
We can do it.
He could see I was dead in my eyes.
Death to the
I'm
corrupt.
not supposed to feel this way. I know I should not have to beg to be okay. Please don't make me go. I used to pray to God every day.
Okay, here's a thumb for you, King.
Then I got bored and went back to LA. My shrink says I should never go home. He says I'll be better off on my own. But I have got so many people who care.
This is
But
divine
they
punishment.
love the girl with shiny gold hair, who doesn't take 10 days to reply.
A victory for humanity.
Who they can't see is dead in her eyes. I'm not supposed to feel
monster.
But they love the girl with shiny gold hair, who doesn't take 10 days to reply, who they can't see is dead in her eyes.
Okay, 200 more vouchers to go. All right, now let's switch it up. I think it's time to introduce you guys to some of my older metal songs. You guys ready? Weapon preset? No.
What's wrong with me? But the voices in my head have gone silent. The heart in my chest, it's beating violent. I've never felt so far from home. Everything I see turns to gray. Am I living or am I dead? Can I feel anymore? Am I out of touch? I'm falling through the floor. 'Cause I'm going on.
Well, the thing is, Ivan, that if you build up your descendants to this point, then everything's gonna be easy. That's how most games work. Even Expedition 33, which is like Dark Souls difficulty at the start, once you get strong, you can annihilate everything in one shot. So, that's fair, Ivan. There's no game that can completely eliminate challenge.
Everything that I say falls on deaf ears. I don't know what you expect. There's no love anymore. Can you hear me now? I've never felt so.
See you later, Sir Tommy.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but the voices in my head have gone silent. The heart in my chest is beating violent. I've never
Then my suggestion, Ivan, is go play Helldivers. Because Helldivers is a sandbox game, not really progressive, and even then, you can make it easier by getting a lot of upgrades. So, but the fact is, this is not Helldivers, and it never will be. And I don't want it to be Helldivers either. Enjoy, Sir Tommy. Well, buy another preset slot then.
Ask twice. It's a monster.
Go for it, Sir Tommy.
We will not fail.
all these voices inside my
Ask twice.
head
It's a monster.
keep saying that I can't fail. You better watch your every step. Can't you hear the warning?
Well, if you're gonna buy anything, just remember to register me as your creator.
Be perfect,
I need some both.
and I lose control. But it's never enough. Be perfect, and I lose control.
This is one of my favorite songs. I love it.
I keep working till I collapse. I've gotta be perfect. You better watch your back. I've gotta be perfect. It's impossible. Be perfect, and I lose control. But it's never enough. Be perfect.
Well, that's a shame, but it's never too late to start supporting now.
Purification.
Well, once you get to end game, JB, you'll be doing the same amount of damage. Just gotta follow the right build, and there you go. Well, by the right build, I mean my build.
To the ones who said I trust you, with my hands out you held on, lit the torch, struck the match right to my face, burned it down. I trusted you. Once again I sit alone. My reflection looks at me. It all started with your greed. Now the ashes cover me.
Instant bastard.
I sit alone, screaming at my face.
I have punished the wicked.
Oh my god. Haven't gotten a lucky green voucher yet. I'm trying to gather as much as I can so I can buy the last few skins. I mean, you can use any gun for 4-second kills, but I mean, up to you. To me, last dagger's faster. I'm using a general build and it's already like 4 seconds. Realistically speaking, you can get 2 seconds if you have an elemental build, so why would you need Greg's Reverse Fate? It's just an extra gun. You can even kill this with Ancient Knight, so basically it's Serena, that's all. I see no reason to build Greg's Reverse Fate just for this. Seems like a waste to me. And I'm pretty sure Greg's cores has 1 purple, which is a wasted core. If they didn't have the useless purple core, it might actually be viable for bossing. But as far as I know, every other gun is better. Just saying.
This is divine punishment.
I've tried so hard to change, but it always stays the same.
It's in my video, JB. Look for my Serena. I don't know. You'll have to ask those people. I don't use any kind of cheese builds. A lot of the time, sometimes there are exploits in the game, so if they're using an exploit, you might want to do that. But go check out their videos and see if they show you the build, or if they explain the exploit. But I would say if it's an exploit, don't go for it. That's why I only do like fair builds. Well, yeah, she is one of the strongest. But they can't nerf her, because they nerf her, everyone's gonna cry.
Falling to the bottom of the ocean, trying to break the surface. The surface. It's hard to swim when you're barely floating. Try to do better, but you know it's worthless. It's worthless. I've tried so hard to change, but it always stays the same. I've tried so hard to change, it always stays the same. Caged in, rage within, break out. I gotta let it out. Caged in, rage within, break out. I gotta let it out.
Purification.
Say goodbye to the man I was, of flesh and bone. Cut the soul till it bleeds, till it leaves. I can't seem to escape this feeling, and all these people wanna make me.
Okay, I'll pause my music there. Thanks for listening in, guys. Well, if they don't tell you that it's not an exploit and they can really do it with any single character, I'd say that sounds like an exploit to me, to be honest. It sounds like a massive exploit, so be very careful, because you don't want to get your account banned. But fire weapon, why not just use Ancient Knight? I've built my Ancient Knight purely for fire. It still does inordinate amounts of damage, so I feel like why not, you know? I feel like I should be able to absolutely go in and rip. Well, should being the key word, of course. Get Eugen the skin. Let's get Eugen the skin. So he can be a golden medic. The rest I can leave it be. Alright. BRB. I'm going to the washroom. Well, yeah. But why wouldn't you use Serena? That's the key. As soon as Ice Maiden drops, everyone's gonna pick up Serena. We're gonna go in Ancient Knight. And there you go. I don't think there'll ever be like a good general weapon, because if there's one weapon that could really get 4-second kills across anything, what's gonna happen is that they're gonna have to nerf that, because then there'll only be one viable weapon in the game, which, like I said, to me sounds like an exploit. It's kind of like how there was that elemental damage from the rocket launcher that used to get rolled into like glazed things. So like there was like 1-second defiler kills. I remember back in the day that was an exploit. It got patched really quickly. So there you go. Okay, BRB. Okay, I am back. Excuse me. Now let's go mess around. Checking on the polls, about 61% of people are excited for the update this week. Okay. Interesting.
We will not fail. I will not allow you.
Damn, that one Panzer left.
Windshield has been damaged. It appears I am in danger. My shield. On the move. I will not allow you.
Wait. I hate that one guy.
My shield faulted. We can do it. Reloading. Into the light. Ascending.
Charles Lee Reyes, I haven't even done that, so sorry, can't tell you because I haven't done it. I have no interest in doing the challenge levels. I may in future, but I just have no desire to do them. So I'm gonna be real with you about that. If I had a desire or a need to do them, I would, but I have no desire or need to do them. Sorry.
We can do it. My shield. My shield has been damaged. My shield faltered. Descendant. We will not fail. My shield falters. On the move. We can do it. My shield. I am low. Into the light. I will not allow you. My shield has been damaged.
Nice. Sweet. Sweet success. I'm just like doing all these little challenges and bits and pieces step by step. 200 votes, still 61% excited. Fair enough. 8% ready to play one-handed. Okay, at least less perverts so far. 20% still didn't know there was an update. And 12% said they're not excited. I see. Well, good to know. Good to know how people are feeling. Oh, Sarah? What up? I messed up there. Whee! We're all just in chill mode today, Sarah.
Reloading. Ah! Face the flame.
You know what I think this game is lacking? Now that I think about it, it needs like some super hard optional fights that can make you super powerful. That's how I feel. I know this is something that's more seen in single player games, but I just can't help but think in my mind. You know how if you like go ahead and fight the Sprong in Expedition 33, those that don't know what it is, don't worry about it. It's an optional boss. But I feel like when you beat that optional boss, you get the special Picto that makes you super OP. I was wishing we could have something like that here. Now I just hope that they don't inundate us with systems, Ruben. That is the biggest problem for me personally. If they inundate us with systems, whereby they keep increasing the number of available systems to us, like, I think people are just gonna get sick of the grind before it even begins. That's where I think a lot of people are at, and I worry about that genuinely.
On the move.
Because what people don't want is to be grinding forever and ever, you know? They want to just grind enough, have fun, and enjoy their game. That's how I see it anyway.
No, I must just do it. I will not allow you.
So I'm just hoping that they don't introduce too many systems for us to the point that it's, you know, making everybody feel like, whoa, that's just too much to do. That is what I think I am most scared of. Because as it is, it already feels, I guess, overwhelming in ways for new players and stuff like that. So I don't know, is that really what we want? It's hard to say.
We will not fail. Loading. Loading. My shield has been damaged.
That's my current biggest problem. Like, I get what they're trying to do. You know, they're trying to find different ways that characters can increase their power, and so it becomes like an amalgamation. But it also becomes harder for people to pinpoint errors in the build. Like, there's so many people that'll say, dude, I follow your build to the letter, but I'm not getting the same power that you're getting, or I don't know if they don't understand certain systems in the game or how it interacts. You know, it's tough.
Oh no.
But don't forget, you already know the game. So you already know what certain things mean. I think that a lot of new players, they can struggle with that. Because the average gamer, you guys have always said, you know, that my smartness is what is attractive, you know? You always said that my intelligence is what's attractive, but that's exactly why I know the average person actually struggles with a lot of things that, you know, you, I, or even others would find simple and easy. That's kind of the issue, because the varying degrees of intelligence, you might not realize that some of y'all are in the top percentage of the population. That's how bad it can get with games. That's why gaming is never meant for everybody, you know, but nowadays you have to be able to capture as much of the audience as possible. And it's made worse by a lot of mobile gaming, things like that, where things are autoplay, dumbed down, so yeah. But yes, I think that right now the biggest struggle is that too many systems, overwhelming. When you have just one system or a few systems and people understand that, okay, I have to increase this, it's good. This is exactly the same problem actually that Raid Shadow Legends has, because Raid Shadow Legends has to keep coming up with ways to increase their the power of their characters, you know? So you've got like the Minotaur dungeon, you got that, you got this, you know, there's so many ways to increase your character's power to the problem that it becomes, you become inundated by it. You become like, oh shit, you know, am I really supposed to be doing all this different stuff with all these different systems? Like, it feels frustrating, you know? And I think that that's where things get complicated. Because I've seen the same system in other games, but Raid has the difference of it being a casual mobile game. Well, you can play it hardcore, but you run out of energy anyway. But the point is that it's roughly considered a more casual experience because it's a mobile experience. Play anywhere. Although they want you to play on your PC for additional rewards, it's play anywhere, you see? That's kind of the difference here. Here, it's not really play anywhere. It's here, it's sit in front of your console or PC to do it. But in order to really do it, well, you gotta be ready. Like I said, I don't want them to go too far overboard with the system. Like, once I truly sit down and understand the system, I'll be satisfied, but I don't want them to go overboard with it. That's my personal thought. If they go overboard with it, you know, that's it. And that, I think, is going to be the biggest, saddest thing.
My shield faltered. Face the flame. Can do it.
Oh, good. I'm happy to hear that, Rubalicious. Appreciate the advertisement as always.
Reloading. I shall not fall
dare they try and kill me. Rude.
Face the flame. Oh no. Windshield has been damaged. My shield. We can do it. On the move.
More inversion could be one of the ways to go. I mean, there's always a lot of different systems that we could use. There's always a lot of different ways that we can do things. But like I said, my big problem is that more systems doesn't strike me as a great plan. More systems strikes me as a bad plan. I feel like they need to have less systems. Like, for example, let's think about it. You got reactor, external components, weapons, then weapon cores, and on top of the weapon cores, you've got weapon rolls, readjustment rolls, obviously. Then you've got inversion reinforcer, arcade tuning. There's a lot for people to absorb, and I feel that they're just gonna get overwhelmed. And if they get overwhelmed, then they feel like, okay, you know what, maybe I don't want to play. Maybe I just don't feel like playing, you know? So it's kind of that kind of vibe. What Descendant is this? This is Serena. Anyone that doesn't know Serena is gonna get smacked. Because how can you not know the champ? Everybody needs to know the champ, you know? Yeah, Serena. How do you not know Serena is what I want to know. Because everybody and their grandmother knows Serena. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Ruby, Syra. They need to be adding more to the current system. Not adding whole new systems. Hence the problem, the issue. I feel that if they did that, if they just did that and focused up on adding more to the current systems, we'd be in a much better position, a much better situation than, you know, what's going on right now. That's how it feels to me. That's how it feels to me. Because it feels like they're just trying to do too much. In my personal opinion. Well, if you're thinking about jumping back on it, just do it. But you gotta ask yourself, and I always tell people this, anyone that's taking a so-called break from TFD, you gotta ask what made you take a break in the first place. And are you really sure? If what made you take a break has been solved, then go ahead. Because with games like this, I'm gonna tell you right now that there's one of two ways you can go. A lot of people take short breaks from it, but never long breaks, because you take a long break from it, most people, I should say, find it very hard to catch up. Like, because it feels like catching up is too much of a chore. This is the kind of game where you build up over time, so you fall too far behind, and there's just so much to do, so much to, you know, get through, and it can feel overwhelming. Well, I don't believe. What were you stuck with before? Because if you have my builds, you shouldn't be stuck with it. And of course, my first build is Ultimate Bunny. As long as you have that, you can farm anything. So what were you stuck with before? Yeah, 1 or 2 week break isn't too bad, Ruby. Like, I'd say anything longer than a month is pretty much rough.
My shield.
How is just one random guy there alive? But it's a singular system dynamic. Don't forget that. That's what a lot of people get wrong. They like to compare this game and say, oh, this game's system is simpler than several other games out there. Those games only have one system. Or, well, even if they have more, it's only a few. For PoE 2, it's a skill tree. I mean, there are multiple skill trees, yes, but it's still a skill tree, right? So that's step 1. But here, it's like this modules, then after that, your reactors, then after that, external components, then all these roles here, there, everywhere. Like, it feels overwhelming. And don't forget, PoE 2 caters to hardcore ARPG players, which is why it will always have that base, because it's the only game that caters to those hardcore ARPG players. And that's reality. That's what it does. But it doesn't make it the most popular. People still play Diablo 4 because they prefer simplicity. People play Last Epoch because they want something in between. You get what I mean? So even if we say that other systems, other games have way more complex systems, it doesn't necessarily absolve TFD of all issues. It just, you know, kind of highlights the fact that TFD has its own sort of problems. And if they overwhelm people, then people aren't going to come back. Hell, people did come back this weekend, though. Now, I'll hazard a guess that it's because of the one-handed update coming on Thursday. I'll hazard that that's the reason why they came back specifically this weekend. But I don't know. Now I'm going to take a second so I can chill on some Raid Shadow Legends, all in preparation for tonight. For those that do not know, tonight is my sponsored stream. If you guys want to tune in and check it out, I would welcome you to do so. Surprisingly, although many people, you know, have many feelings about it, I will tell you this right now, this game is actually really good. And I encourage people to test it out. Hello, Sablisk. What are you testing? Listen, Brian man. What did the devs say? Call them dynamic motion. We don't use JP here. Understand? Clean stream policy, and we have to follow what the devs say. Well, hopefully more people feel that way, Sablisk. I completely disagree. I can handle it, but I can also see how it is overwhelming. But then again, you're an everyday player, so everything feels familiar to you. The biggest problem when somebody comes into a game, and in fact, Warframe actually suffers from this, funnily enough. I hate having to mention Warframe because when I do, the vultures come in for some reason. It's like they can sense me mentioning their name. But Warframe had this exact issue because several people were like, I was thinking about starting Warframe, but as soon as I wanted to start, everything felt overwhelming, you know? So I didn't even bother starting. To an extent, I also felt the same way. It felt like, whoa, what the hell is going on? Everything feels so strange, so overwhelming, so very, very odd. You know, that's kind of the problem that on a personal level, I feel and experience as well. So I always have to think about it, not from the perspective of somebody that's playing all day, every day. I mean, I appreciate that, but rather than, you know, taking that all day, every day perspective, I'm looking more at a perspective of, okay, how does it feel if, you know, I were to start right now? And I think to myself, there's a lot of systems for people to learn. And I think that's where we're going wrong. There's too many systems. Too many systems, so people, rather than wanting to play continuously, they just sort of, you know, they say, yeah, nah. Yeah, it's also why I never restarted. Like, I was thinking about it. A lot of people were telling me that maybe I should be hopping on that. Maybe I should be, you know, doing content for that since I'm already like TFD known and stuff like that. I tried it out. It wasn't for me, and it genuinely felt like, okay, I'm wasting my time here. Nah, you know, if I'm gonna swap games or do anything else, I would pick a totally new game or a game where I'm sponsored to play, because that's what you do. You do what you're sponsored to play, you know, and that's how you make your mark. That's how you make your money. So yeah. No. I remember a game called Defiance being mentioned by Mystic, but I don't know what the status on it is right now. If it ends up being a good game, because I do remember they were re-releasing it. If it does end up being a good game, I wouldn't mind hopping on it. But again, I'm very selective with my programs right now because I'm at the stage where I'm like, okay, I've got a lot of experience under my belt. You know, I've got a lot of experience under my belt, and I know that I can make it work with any game, but I want to see pay. If I'm being paid to create content, then I am able to focus more on the content without worrying 100% about the viewership. That, I think, is crucial. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta call Kaz. Just woke up. Hey, morning. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. Router coming today, right? Your new router is coming today. Yes, I know what you're gonna say. I'm only awake, bro. I'm only awake, bro. Bro. I said, bro. Alright, well, you have a good day today. Hopefully your internet gets sorted. Alright. I will now give you spiritual forehead flicks, and let you go and have a good day, okay? You're welcome, my dear. See you later tonight, okay? Yes, love you, bye. Okay, morning call done. You don't know the fast farming spots? Bruh, Moth. How dare you not know this? I told everybody already. Everybody should know this. Special Operation Hard Mode Fortress. There you go. There you freaking go. Okay? Okay. Defense missions are usually the best way. Just get somebody to level you up. Or you can, if you're brave enough, use Serena's Divine Surge build and you can just go run around. Well, you just have to put on a free booster, Moth, but that's as fast as it's gonna get. Where's the free boosters? Use the free boosters they give you, man. One round of the defense mission, you go all the way to stage 10. If, assuming you're clearing it in 10 minutes, you'll have it fully leveled in one run with a booster. And in fact, if you want it even faster, then put on the firearm proficiency gain modifier on your memory. Like, how can that be slow? It's literally 10 minutes to get a full level. It can't be any faster than that, because otherwise then the grind is non-existent. They may as well just hand you a fully catalyzed weapon. You get what I mean, Moth? Come on. Come on. You can't say something is slow. If you're not using a booster, you're not using all the tools at your disposal, of course it's gonna be slow. Makes sense, right? Come on, be intelligent, don't be foolish. Now don't forget, ladies and gents, for those of you that haven't yet, you might want to download Raid Shadow Legends and give it a go. Why? Because it is coming tonight. Alright, sponsored stream tonight. Make sure y'all grab it. Well, if you're using Serena, it's gonna be slow because you should be in a public operation. Just let the Ines and Freyna level you up. That's how people do it. You just go in there and just sit there and relax. I mean, you can do a bit of shooting if you want, but it's your choice if you wanna take it slower. I would just put the gun in Ines or Freyna's hands and just wipe everything out. Yeah, if you're playing Publix, then how is it slow? It's just go in there and wipe everything out, man. It's too easy. It's too easy, like Waluigi. If I ever have anything to level up in future, you know, I'll show you how it's done. But I don't have anything to level up right now, so I'm okay. I want to use the glonky legs. Glonky legs. Ever since I noticed that, I cannot stop. It's so funny. Going to Mimi's. What is Mimi? Is that a bar? Can I come with you? See you later, Gabak. Yes, you do, Power Dummy, and that's why I'm not doing the medal. Yep, the gun must be in your hand. Fair enough, Sablisk. Nothing wrong with that. No. I'm just gonna go in there and use Ancient Knight. I don't care about Last Dagger. If I need to level it up, I'll do it when I need to. I genuinely don't give a shit about the new content and the new bosses because it's just another boss to kill. It's filler content to me. It's not real content. It's not real story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna chill. Well, never encourage AFK is true, but at the same time, if I'm the Freyna or the Ines, there's what we call community service. It means that if you're the Freyna or the Ines, you should be able to solo the entire defense mission. I mean, that's just natural. I've taught people how to do that. So if you are playing the Freyna or Ines, you solo and let everybody else AFK if they want to. However, if you are not, then try to contribute where possible. But ultimately, you know, if you see one, then respect the Freyna or Ines and, you know, show them some love. That's how it works. You know, it's give and take. I mean, I don't hate reskin bosses, but like right now, my thought process is just that I'm in Chilimanjaro mode. I'm not encouraging AFK, Sablisk. I don't like AFK in a lot of situations, but you should also recognize that things change. I don't encourage it, but you gotta be realistic, right? And think about it this way. If you are the Freyna or Ines, what do other people have to do? You can wipe out the whole map by yourself, assuming you're using a robot style build. So I have to temper my expectations to be realistic. When it comes to defense missions, especially considering the fact that our community has shrunk, I think we need to at least understand that there's a difference between being AFK in active content and in a defense mission whereby there's a concept of community service. And I'm more surprised, Sablis, that you're talking about stuff that happened more than 3 months ago instead of having updated knowledge from literally just 2 months ago when I talked about this when Serena first came out and people were asking how to level her. Because I already explained this exact same thing that you're asking about to everybody when Serena first came out. People were like, how do you level? Oh, there's AFKs here. I don't see Freyna and S. I said, yes, because there's a system called community service. Once in a while, do some damn community service. Go into the defense mission as the Freyna or an S, wipe out everything for people. People will be grateful, and it helps people level, which helps them also enjoy more of the game. So if you're somebody that plays every day, then you should also be somebody that watches me regularly, right? I mean, that's up to you, Sablisk. Like, realistically speaking, you can choose to curate in that way. But I think that if, at the very least in defense missions, if we go that hard, then some players will just never get their stuff leveled. And I think, personally, that, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I would view a player that did that, to me, just as toxic as everybody else. Because why aren't you helping the community? Sure, you are kind of giving them a handout, but leveling is a painful chore. Once you've played long enough, leveling becomes boring as hell. So it is kind of nice if there's, you know, like I said, people have give and take. I'm not going to change your mindset on it, but to me, I would say that a person should understand to an extent give or take, and I would say that anybody that would just say like, okay, if they just sit at the back and I'm out and I just leave halfway, then, you know, well, there you go. Nothing much we can do about that, and what you're going to see is player base continuing to drop. And if you're content with the player base dropping and then the game eventually dying, then that's fine. But community service at the end of the day is something that I feel we all have to lower expectations a bit. Now, I'd be totally with that behavior if it was like 400%, Sigma sector, basically anywhere else that requires active play. Anybody AFK there, I would leave straight away. You know, I get you 100%. It's just that defense missions require special consideration. And that is simply because leveling is a chore. And I understand how it feels. Like, I haven't leveled up Luna at all, but I know that if I had to do it, it's gonna be a bit of a chore, you know, at the very least for the first level. I would happily do it in 400%, but the first level is gonna be hell, and I know that. So I gotta, you know, be like, I guess, understanding of the circumstances of others. Speaking of which, I'm still pretty sure I need. Oh hey, look at that old countdown timer. I gotta prepare that for Thursday. Give me a second. I'm actually gonna go prepare that for Thursday. I don't know if it'll be like a maintenance-free update or a major one, but I'll wait and see. But I am gonna actually prepare this now. Okay, the countdown timer is gone. Whew. Yeah, infiltration, I would 100% agree. Like if you are doing it in an infiltration, then that's just straight up rude to me, and that's just like disappointing, you know? Like that I can 100% agree with, and I can 100% understand. Like if somebody were to do that, fair enough, leave by all means. You want to even report them for AFK, go for it. You know, I can't stop you from that. Just that defense missions are the only ones that I would consider giving special consideration. Simply because leveling is a chore, and I get how it feels. I really do. Like I said, I do want more people to at least pick up this game. Yeah, no, like I said, it's at the end of the day, it's your choice, Sablis. I can't force you to, you know, choose how you play. And you're well within your rights to have that determination. But for me, I will still encourage people in defense missions, be lenient. Anywhere else, I don't care what you do. You know, you can have your own standards, and I myself have those same standards in other areas. But defense missions are special simply because it is the one way that everybody levels. And we need to be considerate of that fact. That way, more people may be willing to pick up the game, and more people might be encouraged to play stuff or try stuff out. That's how I feel. Okay, now. I can't remember, because I know Luna doesn't need cooldowns. I know she's got a singular skill. Is it all non-attribute? What? Do I have one for her? I did plan on building her toward crit. I guess I'll go bum around Sigma Sector. Yeah, Syra. There's a lot of people that do that because they just don't know. They just do not know. You don't know. You don't know nothing else. Power of dreams I've had. Sleep is a nightmare for lovers. I'm gonna go try and get a reactor for Luna. I still have to work on that. Look up my restored relic build, dude. Kingslayer. Here's my playlist of all my videos. My restored relic build is in there. Go watch the build videos. Follow that. Good, Syra. I'm happy with that. But yeah, Kingslayer, you're getting back into the game. Welcome to the best and only channel, but that is the playlist you need to study. There's over 300 videos. Look for the restored relic video first, but after that, you know, follow it. If you see builds firing fast, then they should explain it to you. So my build explains the fast fire rate. So follow it. That's all you need to do. Because all the increases to fire rate come from the build. So you're welcome. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'll play a little track for y'all while I go. Okay. This is some more of my new music that I'm messing around with, so please enjoy, please enjoy. Enjoy the musical preview. I'll be right back.
Water, fly off with a ride or die daughter. I laugh when a high tide slaughter. I just mind my dog. Why bother?
turn my camera on, but early spoon. Preach self-care like I'm not a dude. You and all your homies in a girly mood, causing paranoia in the pearly room. My broad bossy, I call her Cruella. Hot as the block with the water propellers. She told me, drop the shit that you're selling. The only hope for the apocalypse is to tell it. Stunting is a habit, get like me. Just another classic in a black tee. It be automatic if you test me. Only saying that cause I'm a deadbeat. I make this look easy, easy. Sick and don't need a doctor. My squad need no handouts, handouts. Lions say you got us. Tell 'em it's high water. Flooding this drip, drip. 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 No shit, I got money to blow. Switching lanes like I'm running from pole. Make it snow in the summer for show. Gotta hustle, I can't struggle no more. My favorite way to stun is in plain clothes. Yeah, my baby's born in the same clothes. The ball up in my court and I can't fold. You see me at the store, then you pay tolls. Might be getting paid, but I'm still low budget. I ain't acting strange, but the still low bussin'. I'm at the chicken shack with a real cold nugget. I just hit 100 racks and I still won't touch it. You so lucky I didn't take it all the way. Fell in love with the way she draw the K. I've been out here moving on the job today. I got the green light and I got a lot to say. I make this look easy, easy. Sick and don't need a doctor. My squad need no help.
Hope you enjoyed that music preview. Some of this is the hip hop that I'll be dropping after my Low Vibes album is complete. So look forward to it. That one in particular, I don't know why, but it sounded like Logic when I made it. I was like, sounds good. I like it. Alright, let's carry on. I'm gonna go Sigma Sector and bum around for a bit. See if I can get a nice reactor for Luna. Excuse me. Ugh, my nose. My allergies been murdering me.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position.
Oh crap, I
Best
turned
of
off my
luck,
music.
Descendant.
Ah well. Let's play silent for a little bit.
Going to hurt.
We're gonna nest killed everything so hard, there's no more enemies left. Just stuff to pick up, and I hate this one little thing. Because you have to pick them all up, goddamn. Only downside to solo. Oh, right, sorry. Completely forgot. Lol. I was on my chatting screen. My apologies. I forgot while I was relaxing. I was like, what does he mean gameplay screen is small? Then I remembered. It depends on frame rates. Assuming that you've got full frame rates, as in 120 FPS, the cap is definitely 2K. Although some weapons, right,
Descendant.
depending on
Enemy
how
troops are
fast they
being
fire.
transferred in large
For
numbers.
example, Malevolent will cause you problems if you go up to like 1,000 plus. I can't remember the exact number, but if your Malevolent fires too fast, it lags the game because of all the chainsaws that come out. So, yeah, some weapons can fire super fast, some weapons cannot. You have to know which weapon is which. Like Last Dagger, you can very easily cap at 2,000. But 2,000 is definitely the cap. However, you have to adjust each weapon and know whether or not your frame rates can hold it. If your frame rates can hold the hold 120 FPS, then yeah, you will encounter issues and problems.
Take trying.
Welcome back, Sir Tommy. I'm actually gonna end a little bit early today. Only a little bit early, but still relatively earlier than normal.
This is where it ends.
Hey, do you see those guys that slide in front of me?
Extraction from operation zone initiated.
You
Good
see
work,
those
Descendant.
Vulgas sliding? Lol. That was pretty funny. I haven't played her original in a while. Methinks notified. Yes, better. Yep, I do. Yep, I do. I'll be counting on your support. I mean, I'm not ending like that early. Like, it's not gonna be drastically early, you get what I mean? But I am ending a bit early. You know? Cause I got them low vibes. But then again, I always have low vibes when I play this. Or you know what? You know what, Sir Tommy? I should totally be sleazy. And I should say that I feel low vibes because there's less ladies present, you know? So now that there's less ladies present, I'm just like, you know, feeling less motivated. I am ridiculous. Okay, come, let me play some chill low vibes for you guys while I farm this shit. Are you ready? Get ready to be sad, bros. These are all previews of upcoming songs, so get ready to enjoy.
Did you know you were the one that saved me? I was trying to find a way out. Now I'm trying to find a way in. 'Cause you was more than a way out. 'Cause you were always waiting for me on the other side of this dark hole. But I just wanna see the light now.
New super chat to see.
The only light in my life now. And I just want your arms wrapped around me. I'm sorry I let them take you.
But the frame rates thing has been real since then. Thanks, Sir Tommy.
This is Hound Action. Reporting extreme
Love you, bro.
concentrations of void energy within the operation.
But yeah, the frame rates thing is 100% real.
Please proceed at your own discretion.
It's been real since that guy talked about it.
Large-scale Vulgus transfer confirmed. Descendant, stop the enemy troop deployment.
For those of y'all missing your best friend, feel it with me.
Begin tracking.
Actually, wait, I should make an S go even faster. I can do that in a little bit.
There's no getting away.
Good morning, Arcade.
Now I'm trying to
I
find
am
a way in.
the original.
She was more than a way out.
This is where it ends. Here it comes.
I hit the wrong button.
Come now. I'm really
This is another nice one. But thank you, Sir Tommy, for the lovely super chat. Enjoy the previews.
Get lost.
Extraction from operation.
But I'm in a hearse.
You would think that I'm the one hurt. I think about it every night, and you wonder why I cry. No one has seen it, but you will know when it's time.
I'm your dark paradise. I'm your dark paradise.
I'm your dark paradise.
I love writing these types of songs. This is my jam.
All the feelings in my mind, it feels like I'm not alive. I don't even try, I don't even try. It's not about the eyes, it's not about the price. It's about the times when I needed a lifeline. I don't want you to leave, I don't want you to leave. And I know you don't believe, I know you don't believe. So hard to breathe in this world. If you leave, I'll be cursed. Trying to fight it, but I'm in a hearse. You would think that I'm the one hurt. I'm your dark paradise. I'm your dark paradise. I'm your dark paradise.
Let's see if I can go faster now.
I'm your dark paradise.
Sablisk. Lol.
I'm gonna leave.
It's okay.
I'm gonna get rich, take care of.
Nah, if I'm gonna get somebody to dance, it better be my best friend.
This is Hound Action, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
This is HQ. Enemy
Please enjoy the songs.
incoming. Requesting strike on staging area.
But you don't know how to treat me. But I'm
I actually like my sad vibes. Helps me make so much good music. Pain is my medium.
You got a man. What the fuck is you here for? Don't do this to him. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. You were his, you were mine. I cannot decide if I should leave you alone or if I should give you a home. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, girl. I'm not gonna try to get you out of my life. Girl, if you wanted to stay, then we could be fine. We could have the time of our lives, girl. But you always had a plan.
Good morning, Arcade.
You always did me so
I am
badly.
the original.
My baby, and you still drive me crazy, but I'm good.
I know y'all haven't heard this one before, but trust me, when it drops, you gonna feel the pain. I'm good.
This is where it ends. Oh my!
Hound Action to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
But I'm good. But I'm good.
Oh, you know it.
But I'm good. But I'm good. I'm good.
All right. have some more.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
There's no getting away.
This one's a bit soft, sorry.
We've detected signs of life inside a nearby RK receptor.
You can't escape. Take this. Eliminated. Keep trying.
Descendant. I will do its bidding. I will serve
Give up.
Why am I?
Hound Actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Oh, listen. I spread my taste all around,
Hound
Samus.
Actual to all
That's what I
personnel.
do.
Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
And I always make more. I love it. I just love to share good music with people. Because, you know, it's all about missing somebody. When you do, you gotta let that creativity
A
flow.
specialized Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operation zone. Blasted out of the sky.
Because I know a lot of people, what I do, like all these different genres that I hit, may not always be to their taste. But I've noticed that the way that I do my music, people are always vibing with it. And thanks, Sir Tommy, for putting up the link. Yeah. Feel free to check out my music on SoundCloud. I've got my own YouTube music channel. All right. It's only just starting out, but we already had 150 subscribers, you know. We gonna get there. Slowly, people are gonna take notice of my music. I tell you, it's happening.
You can't escape.
And also, it makes it way less mind-numbing
Keep trying.
to farm this stuff. And this is good, dude.
Eliminated.
But a lot of people just didn't realize.
The one that got away.
Actually, wait, sorry. I can't tell if this is the correct version. One sec.
You were my everything.
I can't remember which version I prepped for you guys, so I just gotta double check. Because this is all the unreleased material.
You're my
Yeah, this is the better one.
the one that got away. Now I'm left with this pain. You were my everything. I need you, but you're not here with me.
I love the voice on this one.
Confirmed in the operation zone. Descendant, on your
They're releasing. This is all in the current album, Syra. They're all coming, bro.
Lost in an ocean. All the good times that we had and all the moments that we shared. I would take it all back, but it's all too late.
Give up.
But you're not here with me. Lost in an ocean of love. I need you, but you're not here with me.
Begin tracking.
Lost in an ocean of memories.
Yeah, man.
extraction from operation zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
You know, when I start getting like tons of subscribers and stuff in future, you know, we gotta get somebody to make me some of that, you know, like with just the rain playing in the background and just let everybody feel that vibe. Let me see. See what else I got. It's all 100% AI, just that my AI is better than everybody else's. My AI has emotions.
Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendant.
Descendant, you've confirmed a large-scale voltage transfer. Attack their deployment point.
No, I didn't choose you, and you didn't choose me. I was just meant to be, and all I need is time. Yeah, all I need is time. So will you come with me? Like a dream to me, my fantasy. I come back to life. So will you come with me? Like a dream to me, my fantasy. I come back to life. I'm back to life. Everything was black and white. Now I see.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. The reason why, and this is a real secret sauce, do you want to know why my AI has more emotion? It's not just that the AI is good or better. I mean, yes, mine is one of the best, but the other thing is that I write my own songs. So what you're hearing is my feelings and my thoughts. That's the key difference. A lot of AI artists out there don't write their songs.
Eliminating.
They just use AI. That's why it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like there's any emotion in it because it's not their story. It's not their life. It's not. It's not authentic. That's the key difference. And that's why no matter how many people ask me, oh, can you teach me about AI music? I'll tell them, nah. I'll charge them a 20,000 course in future for sure. But they're still not going to learn anything. They're never going to be able to do what I do. Because the key is, when you write your own songs, like, can you actually write music? You can't write music, then forget about it. Because how do you make something real? How can you make it real for the other person? It's not about you. It's about the listener. So the real experiences that I have, the real losses, the real pain, all of that, you know,
Oh boy. Extraction from
That's how it
zone
is.
initiated. Good work, Descendant.
And for me, that's, you know, at the end of the day, one thing that I feel is so important with emotion. I mean, up to you whether you sub or don't sub. I thought you were already sub, Sabless, but I mean, I'm relaxed either way. I don't care. Thank you if you do. You know, not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, I hate this. One thing which I can't stand is people that say, oh, I'm subbing to you. I'm unsubbing for me. I'm like, I really don't give a shit. Watch me if you want, because I just stay realistic no matter what. So, sub, don't sub. I view that as schoolyard shit. If you like my content, sub. You don't like the content, don't sub. In fact, for people that have unsubbed, you know, most of the time they shouldn't even be here. So, okay, forgive me for saying that, but I'm just gonna say it straight. Look, end of the day, you sub or unsub, your choice, but don't announce it. It's just schoolyard shit. All right. But yeah, coming back to my music, I write almost everything, even the hip hop and the rap. So that's where a lot of people don't realize that I'm actually the one penning down all the verses. Give you an example right now, just for fun. Because a lot of, like I said, a lot of people, like those OGs like Sir Tommy and that, they know me and they know that I've done a lot of music, so they know that I'm actually the one writing these songs. But let me give you an example right now. Listen to this. This is one of the more hard-hitting raps. It's more like the 90s style rap, but this is the original kind of rap that I like to do. Have a listen.
The blue boy. Rude boy. Spitting up blood, gun under the bed, sweating the feds. Evidently red hair in the sketch artist who darted the red carpet at target to spark a riot. The vile scarlet admire the quiet type. The finest wines get finer with time. Even diamonds require some time to be mine. So I've been off the grid, I've been off the meds, off the course, off the field, on the edge. And the boy's got his mother's eyes. The mother's cries haunt the boy every night. And the toys that the boy played with that they put away, they don't really put away that kind of pain. That's the type of thing.
Okay, so you heard that AI rap that. But in actuality, I'm the one penning in and rapping it, right? Spitting the blood, gun under the bed, sweating the feds, evidently red hair ring, the sketch artist who darted the red carpet at target to spark a riot. The vile scarred admirer, the quiet type, the finest wines get finer with time. Even diamonds require some time to be mine. So for me, it's all like, sure, the AI is going to do it its own way, but when I'm writing, all these lyrics are mine, you know? So, yep, that's just how it is. And that's the difference. That's why when I play my music, it sounds different, because you're hearing a real person actually penning these verses and the emotion and all that. The AI just has to transcribe that. And that's the formula. But anyway, that's just a little bit of fun. Okay, I think it's time for me to go. Because I don't have the skills for it, and I already stream like 7 hours per day. My throat is already overused and I get coughs a lot. Plus, I don't know how to make music. I can rap and I can sing, but I can't do the music. And if I have to keep paying people for beats like I was doing in the past, it gets really expensive. But now, rather than having to pay people for beats or music, the AI just makes it. I own it. I can release track after track after track after track, because I got that creative mindset. So rather than worrying about me singing it or performing it, all I gotta do is put the pen to paper, write the emotions down, things that I'm feeling inside, and then I just put on the crown. See what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier, yeah. Helps the creative process. But yeah, we are gonna end now, all right? I do have to go, and there's no video today, realistically speaking, because tonight's our sponsored stream. But if anyone, I'm gonna put this one last message. If anyone wants to support me, all right, please come tonight, okay? Because tonight we have our Raid Shadow Legends sponsored stream, okay? And I'll be talking you through the game, showcasing the game. Download it through my link, and you're gonna get a huge bunch of free stuff. All right, I'm telling you right now. You download that, you are going to get a bunch of free stuff, and you will have a great time. Okay. If you want to see the game for yourself, it is a mobile game. You can also play it on your PC. But if you want to see it for yourself, come tonight and let me talk you through it. All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for enjoying the low vibes with me. All right. You know, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all tonight. Okay. Thank you. Catch you later. Don't do anything weird while I'm gone. All right.